Hi everyone, today we're grabbing lunch at Wisteria Tea Room and Cafe in downtown Fort Myers, a business opened 2 months ago by an entrepreneur named Bobby Schwartz.
The visionary Bobby Schwartz is a local from St. Petersburg, Florida. Over the course of 10 years, she's been wanting to open the English Tea Room, and she's always had the ideas and concepts, and with the help of her friends and family, she was actually able to open this 2 months ago.
With her tea room vision in mind, she discovered this adorable yet neglected circa 1919 house and repaired it for over a year. Now you can see it's beautiful. It has very nice chairs, wood floors, and it is a very nice tea room.
Today we will not only enjoy a delicious lunch, but we will have the opportunity for Angelica to interview Bobby and learn about her motivation and drive to become an entrepreneur.
I have put together my family.
Thank you, Bobby, for having us over today. I really appreciate you taking the time to interview with us. We just have a couple questions for you. We're very interested in knowing how it is to be an entrepreneur and having your own business. We just want to get a little better idea of it. To start with, I would like to ask you, when did you first get the idea for this business and what was your motivation?
It was probably about 10 years ago that I started thinking about having a business, having a tea room. I enjoyed going to tea rooms with my sisters, and I love to feed people, and my children were grown, so I thought it was something that might work into a business, and my husband was all for it, so that's what we decided to do.
Oh, great. How did you decide on the location for this business?
Well, we looked in many locations, and we tried to buy houses in different places, and it just didn't seem to work out. I didn't want to be in a strip center. I wanted to have a particular character for a building. For a tea room, it has to have a look of its own, and I really wanted an old home, and we looked at some in East Fort Myers and different places, but it just didn't work out. And I have a friend who had her business across the street, and when this house went up for sale, she called me and she says, "Bobby, the house went up for sale." So we came and looked at it, and we put a contract in the next day, and we bought this house and the house behind us so we could knock that house down and we have parking in the downtown area.
Okay, so that worked out very nice for you.
Very well, yes.
Now, how long did it take you for you to think and realize that you wanted to make this idea a real project? Since the time you got the idea to the time that you start buying the house, working on the house, and all that?
Well, I think it was probably 5 years before the thought became at least a building. When we bought it, the market had just dropped, so we owned a piece of property, and then we didn't have the money to remodel it because we couldn't sell the real estate that we owned that we needed to sell to have the money to remodel it. So that took 5 years to buy the house, and then it took another 5 years to do the remodel. Most of it was the last year, just this last year that we did the major remodel, and then we were able to open.
So you were very patient.
Well, I don't know if I was very patient, but I had to learn to be patient.
Well, it worked out.
It did
very
work out.
nice. My next question is, how do you generate new ideas? Like, for instance, how did you generate the idea for the menu that you have, the merchandise that you carry that we can see? How did you come up with all these ideas?
Well, some of it was I had worked for a large jewelry store many years ago, and so I knew a lot about giftware, and I went to gift shows and got some information and made some connections that way. As far as the other ideas and things, it has been the people that I know that are gifted in certain areas and the people who work for me, my sisters, that have put all of those thoughts together that have been what we have accomplished. And so it has really been neat to see all those thoughts, things I wouldn't have even thought of that other people did, and then it became a reality.
Oh, that's very neat. Now, for your menu, what is your menu about? Tell us a little bit about your menu.
Well, I wanted to, it was suggested to me that I not have too many things on the menu. I knew I wanted to do tea, the tea trays, and many people don't know what that is, but it's a 3-tiered tray where you have finger sandwiches and savory things on the bottom, scones and Devonshire cream in the center, and then little sweet treats on the top. But because we're in a downtown area, my husband felt like we really needed to do lunch as well. So I picked things that were family favorites that I put on the menu. We started small. One of them is my husband's famous meatloaf that we have as a sandwich. And we started with a few items and we've added a few more, and it's just kind of evolved that way.
And I believe that sandwich is the one that a couple people from our group enjoyed.
Yes, they did.
Yes, great. Now, what do you think makes you stand out from other restaurants in the area? Because we have, I feel like downtown Fort Myers is growing, and there be a couple places that just have opened. What makes you different from them?
Well, I think people really enjoy going to places, number one, that are not a chain. So it's very different. I think we're very friendly here. Our whole desire is to bring people into here as if they were coming into my home and making them feel warm and welcomed. I think that's a lost art in today's society, that people just don't really feel cared for, and that's really what we want to do.
Oh, how nice. The next question is, what has been your most satisfying moment in the business so far? I know you just opened about 2 months ago, so it hasn't been that long, but what have you really enjoyed in these past few months?
That's easy. The excitement that people share with me after they have been here and seen how beautiful it is, and it really is beautiful. My husband did all the remodeling. And also that they have enjoyed our food and enjoyed those people who have waited on them. It is so satisfying to me to have them be so excited and to want to share it with their friends and bring them back. I have one customer who came back every day for almost 8 days in a row and brought someone else with them each time.
Oh, wow.
So that's very satisfying.
Was this just a close friend, or was somebody?
No, someone, I did know her,
Okay.
but she loved it so much she wanted to share it with her friends.
Oh, that's very nice. You
Yeah.
have nice friends around you,
I
sisters
do.
that have helped in your business.
That's right.
The next question that I have is, what is your greatest fear, and how do you manage this fear?
Well, of course, the fear of failure is the greatest fear, but I don't fear that because I really felt like this was the direction we were supposed to go in. And there are days that I have doubts here and there if it's a slow day, but I really believe that we're doing exactly what we're supposed to do, so we're just going to press on.
All right. Also, just to give us a little bit of idea, what does your day look like? You know, I'm pretty sure you're very busy because you're trying to start a new business. You have to take care of a bunch of different aspects of the business. So I just wanted to ask you, how many hours do you work a day?
Well, they vary depending on the shopping that we need to do, but I would say I work between 8 and 10 hours a day, and it is usually 6 days because we are closed on Sunday.
You're close on Sunday. Okay, very well. I would like to ask you, what is your favorite aspect of being an entrepreneur?
I think it's exciting to have an idea and to see it become successful. And I think that's what an entrepreneur is. They pick an idea that they think other people will enjoy, and they go for it. And when it becomes a success, it is a great celebration that it really was a great idea.
Now, is this your first business idea? Did you ever own another business?
Well, my husband is self-employed, so I've been a part of his contracting business almost our whole married life, and helping him do those things. But for me alone, I've always worked for other people, so no, this is my very first time.
Wow, that's very...
And it's different when it all falls to you.
I'm sure. Now, where do you see yourself in your business in 10 years?
Oh, I'll tell you, Danielle, that is a good question. I see it being very successful. I would love for it to be the place to have small weddings, birthday parties, baby showers, wedding showers, that people would just desire to be here to help us celebrate their special occasions.
Well, that's a very nice, I think, aspect of this, that you can reach many different special occasions. From what I've seen a little bit here, you already have some showers,
We have.
and just people coming in to spend some time with others and just fellowship.
That's right.
I think it's great. Finally, I would like to ask you, what 3 pieces of advice would you give to college students who would like to become entrepreneurs one day?
Well, I think the first one is, it is hard work. I don't think any good idea is going to be a get-rich-quick thing. I think it takes hard work, diligence, and I think you can't fear. When you have an idea, you have to go for it and just keep going until it's done. And I attribute that to my husband, who has helped me to realize that, because I'm not quite as strong as he is, but he really helped me to realize that, and I'm so grateful.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you so much for the time that you have given to us. We really enjoy having lunch here and just talking to you for a little bit. We look forward to coming here.
Good. I hope you do. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.